deliver consistent high purity products to
The hydration pharmaceuticals company, better known as Hydralyte North America, is fresh off a very high growth period, highlighted by the company's recent quarterly, which showed almost US $9.1 million in sales for FY 2022, representing a 49% increase on FY 2021. This was then reinforced with a record US $1 million of unaudited monthly net sales generated in January 2023. To talk us through this growth and the company's next steps is CEO Ollie Baker. Ollie, welcome to InvestorStream. Firstly, what are some of the catalysts for the company's recent sales momentum?
Yeah, thanks, Alex. Yeah, we had a wonderful last quarter of last year. It was a record quarter for us. And that was a little bit unusual because Hydralyte, as you know, is a rapid rehydration product. We actually peak in the North American summer months. So our Q3, the September quarter, is traditionally the biggest that we normally do. So then in Q4, when we backed it up with, again, another record quarter, we did over 2.5 million US dollars in the December quarter of last year, which actually bucked a seasonal trend that we normally have. Throughout that quarter, a couple of interesting things. One, we launched our Shay Mitchell partnership. She's the celebrity influencer and now co-owner of the company that launched her SKU in America in December of last year. That had an enormous impact on the Canadian retail landscape. Shay is actually from Canada, and we're a pound-for-pound bigger brand up there per capita. And the Canadian stores were really rocketing in Q4, along with a pronounced cough-cold season. So a few things came together, and that popped us over the $2.5 million mark at another healthy gross margin of 48%, which was a 5% increase on same quarter last year.
Thanks, Ollie. So the company invested heavily in growth in 2022, and I understand you'll continue to pursue a similar strategy in 2023. How will you balance the growth versus expenditure going into this year?
We had a few one-offs in the last quarter of last year. The Shay Mitchell partnership did, officially kind of kick off from a marketing point of view. So we had a new website, we had a rebrand, and we had an actual event with her that all hit at the same time. So there's roughly about $500,000 in one-off expenses that occurred in last quarter last year that aren't really related to kind of business as usual expense. So we expect a pretty significant reduction in net cash expenditure in the first quarter of this year. At the same time, we're really determined to continue to grow the business really quickly. Marketing is our biggest expense, but the wonderful thing about our marketing is it's predominantly digital and we can turn it up and down as we please. And so we'll continue to bounce that kind of growth versus expenditure levers and try and, get it to a point where everyone's pretty comfortable. But fast growth from a revenue point of view remains the number one company objective.
Thanks, Ollie. And just finally, from an operational standpoint, can you just talk us through what to expect over the next 6 months?
Yeah, look, we got a number of new products coming out. New product innovation is a big driver of our success over the last couple of years. The liver detox product that we launched middle of the year became the number one selling single flavor on Amazon. We do $2,000 to $3,000 a day of that product. And so continuing to lead the market from product innovation point of view is really important. And we've probably got 6 to 10 SKUs in the pipeline that'll drop in the coming sort of months and years. But there's a couple of really, really exciting ones that are due this summer. We've also got a lot more planned with Shay Mitchell. Her product will launch in Canada this year. We've got, really significant appetite from retailers up there already to take that product and really push it. So there's plenty more coming from a growth point of view this year. We've kind of banked a lot of the big expenses that it would have taken to deliver it. So we're really optimistic about, continued acceleration in store growth in Canada, continued significant growth on our online business, both in the US and Canada, and not having to kind of take those one-off marketing expenses that we took last year.
Thanks, Ollie. Look, really appreciate the update and all the best.
Thanks so much, Alex. Appreciate it.